Hey there, everybody. This is Rob Hanley, and I wanted to tell you about something really cool. I know that the video here, it talks about it being a review, so I'll cut right to the chase. I love this, but I've been in the industry now for 23 years. I have owned my own travel affiliate business, made millions of dollars overall in this industry, and I had affiliates all over the world in my travel company. And a friend of mine called me up. I get approached because I've been in the industry for so long and I've done so well. A friend of mine called me up and he asked me about this business here called the Good Life Network. Now, had already heard of it. I already kind of knew a little bit about it because it's really all a buzz right now. It's actually really picking up steam. And so he wasn't the first person to contact me about it, but we started talking about it. And he asked me if I would look in depth in it and even to shoot a little quick video about what my opinion is on it. And first of all, I'm going to tell you, I think it's phenomenal. But let me tell you a little bit more about it. Let me tell you actually quickly about my friend that asked me to make my opinion public overall, if you will. His name, by the way, is Jay Gopal. He goes by Babu. I know him as my friend Babu. He lives in it's either Calgary or I think it's actually Calgary, British Columbia. I want to say sometimes Vancouver, but he's in Canada. I'm in the United States. And the interesting thing, by the way, about Babu, I'll get to the business in a second, is this is where this guy is from. Who leaves this place? It's called Mauritius. It's in the Indian Ocean off the coast of Africa or something like that. But I swear, Babu, this is where I'm going to go to retire because I have no idea how you left this place here. I think with this business, by the way, with the residual income components on it, how big I think this is going to be, I think that you can retire back to Mauritius. And you might want to just take me with you because I think that this is just really all that. So let me get back to the presentation here. I'm sorry, I can't, when I see this is literally paradise here, I got to spotlight it. So let me tell you about how this business works. And first of all, why I don't like it. The reason why I don't like this business is because my business was a real game changer in this industry. You see, when my business came along, we launched it back about 2008. It was a huge success, but when it came along, it was a real game changer. You see, we marketed our vacation club, and that's what this is a vacation club. I don't know the exact classification, but it's a vacation club where you can get discounts on travel. But my business, in order to actually use the travel and actually to use the vacation stuff, you had to become a member. And we were a game changer because we were competing against all of these companies that are out there, still in the market today, by the way, some of them that sell their private memberships, their club memberships, for as much as $10, $12, $20,000 overall to get access to the kind of travel deals that are out there. Well, mine, we sold it for $700. The affiliates made a nice amount of money on it. It was a nice little business. It was great. And then later on, by the way, just to let you know, I've been in the travel business for a while. Back 2013, I helped built all the back office out, presentations, a whole bit for another business that had about 100,000 affiliates in it in the travel industry. And still, it didn't have what this business has. So when somebody talks about a game changer, I hate that terminology because everything today, of course, is a game changer. Like it's a disruptor and it's a game changer, but this really is. And the reason why I don't like this business is because I didn't think of this, and because I didn't have the opportunity, and because I never put it together that you could do what they're doing. So this business is really amazing. And I'm going to go through a couple of things of how it works, but the crux of this whole thing is that you get $200 cards. They're called the Good Life Network cards. Let me see if this is muted, and I'll look to fast forward a picture of the card. I think it's right here. Let's see here. Let me kind of go back through this a little bit. Where are you at? Where are you at? Here we go. So here's a picture of the card. It's called the Good Life Network VIP card, okay? And the VIP card, notice, first of all, it looks great. It looks cool. But the whole idea isn't that members get this card when they join. That's how my business worked. When you became a member and you spent $700 to become a member, which we would tell everybody, by the way, everybody else has got to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get these deals. only our members get these deals. So if you want to become a member, if you want to, get the kind of savings that we have, then just spend $700 and you can get in. And again, that was a major disruption because we were saying everybody else has to spend $10,000 and $8,000, $12,000 to do it. Well, that's not how it works in this business. In this business, you actually give the cards away. Your customers are the people that you give it away. They're not even customers. They actually get to use the benefits of the card without joining at all. They don't need to sign up for anything. They don't need to be joined a network marketing business. They don't need to enroll in any kind of an auto ship. There's no pills or potions or kits that come in the mail. They simply have your card, okay? And it says right on there in plain letters, it says $200 VIP club card, okay? Now, what does that mean? It means that there's actually, that card is like a Nordstrom's card, or it's like a Starbucks card, or it's like a Best Buy kind of a card. If somebody put one of those in a birthday present or a graduation present or whatever it might be, and you open it up, or you opened up a card and they had a card in there for Starbucks or Nordstrom's, be like, oh wait, great, that's $200, because you can save that money when you go to Nordstrom or Starbucks or Best Buy or whatever, Amazon. They've got huge cards. You can use these cards, redeem them online, and you use it, and it's money right off the top. That's the whole idea of these. It's called affinity cards, I think is what it's called. So look how cool overall this card is. Well, you can give it to somebody. They don't have to sign up or join anything, and they get $200 in savings. Now, they don't have to use it. It's not a use it or lose it. The card actually, it's just like having money charged in that card. They can use it as many times as they want until that $200 is gone. Well, here's the cool part on it. Every time they use it, for whatever amount of the savings that's knocked off, you get 50% of that amount. So when they've used the entire card, you gave them a card for $200, and when they use the entire card of $200, you've made $100. If they use 50, you made 25. If they use 75, you made 37.50. If they use 100, whatever it might be, whatever they're using, each time they use it up to $200, you're going to make 50% on what they save. So let me show you what they save, because that's the real thing, is there really savings here? So here's another little video that I popped up that Babu had me review. And look here, for example, these actually, as I went through this, these are real savings. So for example, here's an internet price, and you can't go directly to hotels anymore because they charge you more. You got to go to Jabingo, Chavago, Tramingo. You got to go to Expedia and all these things, because that's where you're going to get the best prices. And so this is comparative on internet prices that are out there. So for example, this place here, this is the Boulder Sheraton Hotel and Casino. Is that what it says here? No glasses on, and it's 120, 130 a night. You save $49. Now, first of all, that's almost like what, 37% or 38% on this. What whoever used that card, whoever you gave the card to, that's what they're going to save, okay? And then their price would have been $80.20 instead of 120. Here's another one, 367. They saved per night. They say this is a really nice place. This is the Omni in Dallas. They save $79. Now, the best part of this is whatever it is that they save, whatever that gets knocked off, it gets deducted from the card, but you make 50% of it. So there's $79 and some change that they saved, and when they use that card, you made $39.66 on that. Here's $369.93. This person saves $93. You think they're going to be happy? They can't beat it anywhere online, and you just made $46.95. Here's $772 for a really nice place. This is New York City, of course, and they would save $150 per night. You make $75 just when they use it. You didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to call them up. You didn't have to ask them on auto ship or what they're going to buy. You just gave them a card, and sometime down the line, they used it, and cha-ching, you made money on it. So the savings, number one, most important, they're real in this. They're global. They're worldwide. And anybody that's using any kind of hotel or anything like that, they can access it. They can tap into it. Everybody that travels stays in a hotel. They can actually get it right off the top. So that's overall the first thing. So when I talk about it being a game changer, it really, really, really is a game changer. This is what we would call a business that's for the masses. So now you're thinking, well, maybe how much are they going to charge for these cards? What are those cards going to cost me? Well, each card, and this is one of the ways the company makes money. There's a lot of ways, obviously, because travel is such a huge, it's an $8 trillion a year industry. Second biggest industry, by the way, on the planet, travel, only behind food. People travel all the time. They talk about where they're going to travel. They talk about what they're going to do when they get there. They talk about how much they need a vacation. But the only thing that people like more than travel is they like to save money in traveling. Maybe it's a guy thing. I don't know if women do, but at least guys do. We want to stay in a 5-star resort. It's not the place that we stayed where it had a golf course and it was $700 or $800 a night. It's the fact that it cost everybody else $500 or $600 or $700, and we got it for $100 and a quarter or $200 or something like that. We love to get savings and discounts on the places that we stay. Well, the company charges the affiliates, independent business owners, IBOs. They charge them 20 cents for each card. So imagine for a second if you got 1,000 cards, okay? If you got 1,000 cards and it cost you $200, you pass out 1,000 cards to people that are out there. Now, I can't verify this story. It wasn't personal knowledge. What's personal knowledge is somebody telling me about a gal that stood inside Disneyland and passed out cards to everybody in Disneyland, okay? And I heard she made a lot of money. Maybe I should not be specific in terms of the dollars for an income claim, but it was a lot. It was much more than most people make an entire year is what happened when people redeemed overall their cards, okay? So it's pretty amazing. Just think about how the application of that. So imagine if you're an independent business owner and in the Good Life Network, and you're traveling around. By the way, you can pass your cards out wherever you're going. Talk to your accountant or whoever does your taxes about maybe even writing off some of your taxes for vacation because it's promotional. Now you're kind of in the travel club business. Talk to them, get sound tax advice on it. But I would assume that there's probably something that you could do. That would be one thing. But then also think about if you were a realtor, or do you know any realtors? Do you think that they would want to give cards out to their clients to say thank you, or a car dealership, or a pet shop, or anything at all? What about a church, as a matter of fact, that's trying to fund missionaries? So let's assume, for example, that your pastor in your church that they got involved in, or they want to raise money. I mean, most of the time it's like, hey, give money to the church. We got to do all these different things. Well, what if the pastor of the church actually just gave these away? Or it wasn't even a church, just some kind of a nonprofit. Now, this isn't they're working some things out on the nonprofit side of this, but an individual that's raising money on behalf of the company or a nonprofit could do that. And they just tell everybody, when you're going to travel, use this, and the church or the nonprofit will make money on it. It's ridiculous. The person saves money already. The person that's handing it out, whether it's a charity or nonprofit or it's the realtor or whatever, it's a customer retention. It's a differentiator. And nobody has to join anything. And every time that they use the card, you make 50% of it. So it's really awesome. It's international. The travel expansion right now is into the international markets is huge because people all over the world, of course, love to travel. But there's one more thing that I forgot, and I left out of this, is that not only does the company actually pay you 50%, but there's another 25% that they set aside into a global profit pool, which gets paid out quarterly. And it's a 3%. It's overall like a distribution of 3% or something like that. But I know that there's like $12.50 of every $50 is what I had read online. So that's 25%. So this money gets set aside for a global profit pool and a team builder pool. Well, let me tell you what's going to happen is you pass these things out. You tell people, by the way, you might even tell them I get a little bit of money back or something like that too. You might even ask them to watch your video on your website. and they're going to get a real savings. They're going to realize it's practically nothing to get started in Goodlife, and they can start passing out these kind of cards too, and you're going to see something going really, really, really viral. So my opinion on this is not just thumbs up. In fact, I'll tell you, I hate this business, and I hate it because, like I said, I didn't think of it. I wish I would have thought of this. I wish that we would have implemented this in my own travel company. It would have been phenomenal instead of just kind of another travel deal. I have never seen a company that does this. My company, we had cards. But you had to be a member. You had to spend, $700. And we tell everybody, yeah, everybody else had to spend thousands, and you get it for only 700. And this, you can actually just get it for nothing. You can get it for practice. I mean, they don't even have to join anything at all. So this is how this works. And I would tell you, first of all, go back to Babu's site. You can learn all about it. It's at traveldiscountclub.net. traveldiscountclub.net. And also call Jay up. He's a very friendly guy. 778-996-7169 is his number. 778-996-7169. I'll put it up here as well. And connect with him. He's cool. He's a super builder. He's building this like crazy right now. He's got a gigantic network all over the world. You want to be connected to somebody that's actually international, and he's very international. And get your cards, get your savings, pass them out, give them to people that you care about. And I mean, imagine a car dealership using this, a hair salon chain, a realtor network or something. I mean, everybody travels. Everybody likes to get a savings. So 2 thumbs up for this business, and way to go, Jay. It's a home run, and you will soon be back in Mauritius, I think, sipping on pina coladas or something over there. So take care.